Welcome in. This is the place for the people who lead, for the people who build. From city halls to the block, from the huddle to the stage. We talk politics, we talk power moves, we talk community first and what the numbers prove. If it moves the world, if it shakes the room, if it changes the game, you know what to do. The Game Changers Podcast. Say it loud, say it now. The Game Changers Podcast. We bring the story.
What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the Game Changers Podcast. And here with Nick Madden TV. Today, we're going to be getting into Gil's Arena and Underdog and them firing everybody on the show. Pretty surprising, but yeah, that's what happened. What's going on, fellas?
Was it surprising, though? I don't think it was surprising.
Break that down for us.
It was building up.
Break that down for us.
I don't think it was surprised that they got rid of everybody. They did exactly what they wanted to do. They made them boys choose sides, so that because I'm pretty sure Gil had a non-compete, so he couldn't poach none of them anyway, unless they chose to go over there by themselves. So he couldn't talk to none of them. He couldn't poach them. Underdog did exactly what they want to do to them black men. Made them choose sides, and when it was too late for them to go back the other way, they fired their ass. Pack your shit. It's time to go.
Got them out of there.
But as a business, it didn't make sense. As a whole, you know, and looking at the numbers, that's what happened. They were looking at the numbers or whatever. But as a business, how did it make sense to fire everybody? Because now, what, you just gonna not be in the business of sports?
Nah, they gonna hire some more people.
They gonna do it. They got Skip. The Skip is who they wanted. They got Skip.
God. If that's who you wanted, come on, bro.
They got exactly what they wanted, bro. Skip lost
all his credibility. Skip credibility been gone. Skip needed Shannon. All of them. Skip is a man, for lack of a better term. Shout out to Urban Politician TV. He said, and I agree. He a nigga needer. He need a nigga. And
he gonna find the exact one that he wants. You think Skip wants Rashad?
Nah, he don't want Rashad.
So let's be for real.
He wanted Gil.
Exactly.
Gil.
Shoot, because that's who the show really based around is Gil and how he responds to them. You know what I'm saying?
This is a classic case of never bite the hand that feeds you. This man gave you an opportunity, and as soon as them white folk flash some dollars in your face, you turn your back on them. Mm-hmm. So, Rashad, you're getting exactly what you deserve. Now you're jobless.
Or was this a play? Was they all? Because they did ask Gil, you mad at Rashad? Is there Rashad beef? He's like, no, there's no beef with Rashad. Rashad, my guy. Which, but maybe this was a play. Maybe they had already talked about this. Because we talked about this on the last show. If this had happened with the Game Changer podcast, bro, I'm gonna say, hey man, do you know they said this? I'm gonna come to Mayor Soccer Cheese and say, hey bro, they told me this, and this. What they say to you? You gonna tell me? Then we gonna tell nigga, hey man, they told us this, and this. So it ain't like we wouldn't have already talked about it before we go in the room with these folks signing agreements and shit. So you just can't tell me y'all to have some kind of plan going forward. That shit crazy.
Yeah.
I'll say this too, along the lines of that, they were saying that Rashad McCants was on a podcast. It's a kind of popular podcast. I forget the name of it, but it's one black dude and a Hispanic guy. They had multiple kind of guests on there, but they had Rashad McCants on there that day, and he was saying like he knows the role he plays as Rashad McCants, like him coming on there with the props, him coming, with the crown and the band.
Yeah, I saw that.
I seen that too.
Saw that. So it's not that exactly, like he understands his role. He understands like his villain role or like doing too much. Like he understands his part in that. So I mean, if he understands that, everybody else on the show clearly understand that. We already know Gil understands that, and I'm pretty sure every other person on the show does get the business part and the aspect of how the subscribers and people who view their channel look at them. But at the end of the day, it's crazy that Underdog made the move in a way that, like, all of them get fired. Like, we don't need none of y'all. But
Underdog slimy. None of them motherfuckers slimy, bro.
But then again, it lets you know that once again, us as black people, we don't own any of these platforms. We could be deplatformed whenever, you
But Gil
know.
showing you, Gil is kind of showing you that he learned from, he partnered with them for a minute
So
to learn the game, and then to branch out and go further with it. So that is a good example that Gil showing right now.
Yep, true.
Yeah.
But we also got footage from Josiah gave you his speech on his last day. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go ahead and roll that footage also too.
Dude, I just want to send a shout out to Gilbert Arenas Underdog. When we started this show, February 2023, we had some super lofty expectations of where we wanted to go. We're able to accomplish those things, becoming the #1 daily sports show in the world, Swaggy, or at least in America. But I want to thank all y'all on this couch, all the men and women that have graced this couch, all our tremendous staff, and all the amazing fans for everything that you guys have done in helping this become the show that it is, man. Yes, sir. Appreciate all y'all, especially.
Yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir. My God.
Appreciate you, gentlemen.
My God.
I'll send you a dap. I'm over that way. Appreciate you as well. Shout out to our tremendously talented crew. Shout out to everybody in the chat. This has been another episode of Gil's Arena presented by Underdog. And if I don't see you again on this couch, a good afternoon, good evening.
Already. Good way to go out by Josiah, but the writing was already on the wall though. He had already been collabing with Gil on Gil other show or whatever, like during the finals and things though. So you already knew what Josiah was going though. He just waiting till his contract in, and it just ain't been right without Gil though, man. How y'all feel about that?
Their contract don't end until September.
No, them other guys do. Josiah's contract ended before them. Gil said that when he
I'm talking about Rashad now. So,
Rashad and them, exactly. So they fired them just a little bit early.
Played them.
Underdog slimy though, man.
Do this big number in Rashad face, and he knew Gil wasn't gonna be able to match it. And that was their way of saying, "Yeah, man, come on over here. Go ahead and choose sides now on the show." And
but that's why I thought. My bad.
I think Josiah, not Josiah. I think Rashad was already like the stuff he was doing on the show. I know, and y'all told me this like when they first jumped off, when we first got hip to it, y'all was already ahead of me though. Because there was one time I was like, yeah, Rashad had some good points, but all this stuff, the stuff that he was coming out with, saying how he was playing the character though, but it does. Really
he leaned into the villain. He leaned into that role bad. Yeah, he did.
Bad, very, very bad. But go ahead, take it.
But that's what I was gonna say about the business part of it. It made sense for Underdog to roll with Rashad going forward, because who else? What other basketball personality you got? You got Jason Williams, them of course, who took over Pat Bell podcast, but that ain't your like main basketball podcast. I just didn't see the business sense in firing everybody and letting them go over to Gil now, because that's exactly what they're gonna do, and go recreate what they was already doing without y'all. So it just didn't make sense to me from a business aspect what Underdog is doing. But Underdog looking at the bottom line, they going quarter to quarter. They don't, man, it's just no feelings. It's no, no what have you done for me lately? Yeah. So it's no you just
take Rashad back, bro.
My bad. Yeah, but I don't think Skip fit in that type of environment. I think that was probably one of the reasons why they fired everybody, because of all the MFs, the SOBs, and all the
Skip
other.
Got so quiet when they got loud. Skip got so quiet. You saw how he be acting when they get passionate about something.
Yeah,
weak ass.
And Skip would just fall in the back, and because you used to never see Skip just that quiet, especially with him and Shannon show. Or Stephen A. He always in, but in this particular show, he'll just sit back and they just go at it, So Rashad McCants, do y'all think it's obvious he didn't play his cards right? Because I think he burnt the bridges with everybody. You know what I'm saying?
It's over for him. I
don't think he burnt the bridge. And then even if he did burn the bridge, he can go somewhere else now, bro. He can go somewhere else and play that character some more and cause some more controversy.
I don't think so, bro, because all people gonna see now is he a traitor. That's all they're gonna see. Is like, look how quick you jump ship and choke sides.
What do we think about Skip? I don't watch. I stopped watching him
about that white man.
I stopped watching them because of Skip. is what I'm saying. Like y'all went and let him in. Basically, you shouldn't have never let him in.
But Skip got more cachet than Rashad McCants in this type of field.
Does he? Does he? Because I would rather listen to Rashad before I listen to Skip on anything, bro. Honestly.
I don't want to hear shit neither one of them got to say.
I listen to Skip. I mean Rashad, but I think I have listened to Skip before I listened to Rashad. You know what I'm saying? So
Skip got antics too, though. But shout out T3 and D. He said, "Good arena reached its peak, and there are nothing to be accomplished." Oh, you think they reached their peak? Damn.
I think they gonna come back strong and harder. You know?
T3 said they reached their peak. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, true.
Oh, I did like Cheryl Swoops on there. He said once Cheryl Swoops left, and you have McCants saying he is playing character to show lost credibility. Okay, I that's a good point.
I can agree with that.
Already.
Yeah.
He definitely did, though. All right, here we go.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
I remember fighting tooth and nail for Jaylen Brown.
So that's all the faces and shit what I'm talking this shit for?
Yeah, because you said you applauded him, but you wasn't
Speaking up for him?
Yeah, because we had a whole thing where y'all was on my neck about that.
What? About what he said? No. So don't put words in our mouth. I'm glad you jumped out there like a goddamn idiot right now. What me and Brandon was talking about was the choice of words that he chose to use when he said it was his favorite season. That's what the you were trying to defend in here. That's a different conversation. We always want to have something to want to rebuttal about some shit. You're wrong.
No, I'm not.
No, Brandon.
No.
Was it?
No.
What me and Brandon was talking about was the choice of words that he chose to use. Freedom of speech is not free, is what we said. And that's when your dumb ass jumped out there like a dummy. You say all the time, you don't.
I don't like this.
You say all the time.
I say
mean.
And I'm gonna say this.
You say all the motherfuckers. You don't mean.
No, I don't.
Yes, you did. You said. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
He just applauded.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
He just applauded.
You're wrong.
Kenyon.
I don't like Kenyon. I don't like Kenyon always going to personal attacks, calling people names and stuff, bro. Bro, we grown men, bro. Don't talk to me like, bro, man, I don't like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he do be overboard with it though, but hey, they've been at each other next for the last couple of shows, him and Rashad. You know what I'm saying? So everybody been on Rashad's head though, man.
Yeah, you know why? Because they feel betrayed.
Yeah.
I disagree with T3 and D in the comments. He's saying Jeff T podcast, Madden Stat, and even Old Knuckles Head podcast is all much better than Gilbert Arenas podcast. I disagree with that one. He said something else about what did T3 and D. He obviously don't like Gilbert Arenas. He said TGC, what makes Gilbert Arenas special is just 4 former players yelling and screaming besides 4 sports reporters. I think it's a little bit more than that.
Well, I agree with the T. I like T more than I like Gibbs. I like T. I think they are more entertaining. They funnier. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of agree with that with T3 and D. Just me personally, I like the comedic side of Teague and them podcasts, man. But that's just me.
I kind of agree too, man. I just don't like all that dang hollering and like. I feel like they don't get nothing out because they too busy yelling and trying to like down each other. So
okay, all I'm hearing is Kenyon fucking up the show.
Well,
that's all I'm hearing.
And the point to
I keep messing it up, Rod.
And the point to what Nick was saying though. Nick was saying, you know, all them bombs, all that cussing over and over and over and over. You know, and then he shows the clip of Kenyon just cussing it up, just cussing the storm up. It's like, and then y'all bring in somebody that's on a professional side, like Skip, and he's coming from TV, he's coming from traditional media, and this is what Underdog is seeing. They're seeing somebody from traditional media that's trying to come over into the internet space and carve his niche out, and you already have a platform that's been built out by these other guys, and then you slowly move them out, or you just do what they did and just get rid of them all at one time. So you got to realize that there is a level of professionalism that these sponsors and these networks and these organizations that own these platforms want to see, because that keeps sponsors, that keeps people wanting to stay around, and they feel, well, yeah, we might lose some subscribers or something like that, or the original base, but we can rebrand that with Skip and bring in who he has from traditional TV. So,
bro, Skip ain't gonna have that same audience. Skip, I think Skip lost credibility a long time ago.
yeah,
you might be right about the comedic part of Jeff T, because Jeff T do be letting their personality show a little bit more now. But Gil and Swaggy, they kind of got that from them. It's just that Kenyon, and he changed the dynamic of the show. And you're right. He said when Cheryl Swoops left, and then he said also Lexi Brown left, you needed a woman up there too, because then Kenyon wouldn't be so mean all the damn time trying to be all tough and shit with all dudes. So I do agree with that too.
So let me ask this: do y'all think Skip said something to Underdog?
Oh yeah, more than likely.
If you want me, they gotta go.
Oh yeah, more than likely. I mean,
I can't work with these guys if they're just gonna be yelling all the time.
He didn't say that. He probably went back there and said, "Listen, man, them niggas gotta go."
I mean, there ain't no allegiance to any of these guys. Use them for what you want to use them for. And I mean, I don't want to even go down that route. But how many times does us as a people get backstabbed by other people once we build something up, and then somebody come in and just slide through the door, and then hey, it's mine. You know.
I like to skip them on that football show that they got. The football show with Talib and who else they got on that football show. I like that segment with Skip.
I didn't watch it because of Skip. I didn't even watch it.
Well, I ain't watch it because of Skip. I did watch it because of Talib. Talib do a lot of cussing and stuff too, but he don't.
And I like Talib.
He don't go like Kenyon a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I like Kenyon though. I got no problem with what Kenyon them do. And I like this.
Sometimes I feel like Kenyon be trying to be a bully.
Yeah, he do. But some of them, hey, Rashad ain't backing down. I like Nick Young still keep it with the joking, make the jokes and make you laugh. So,
but nobody want to see that. I'm with on too. Like as a professional, of course the professionals don't want to see that. But even me as a regular person, bro, I don't want to see you trying to belittle another man, trying to talk down on him, man, calling him man names and stuff. It's like that man ain't call you damn name, bro. He ain't call you no name. Why you calling him
like he did the one guy?
That shit right there get you slapped. You call me no motherfucker. Fuck you think you talking?
Well, I mean, remember the assistant on the show, and he brought him up front and try to make him look all whatever which way.
I lost all respect.
That was bad.
I lost all respect for Kenyon out there.
So you gonna tell me you going to a man's house and you don't want? I'm like, man, hold on, bro.
You gonna talk to that man like your son?
I wouldn't even came on stage.
You're not gonna talk to me a certain way, bro. Hold on, bro. Stand in front of the
camera. Man, he little boyed him. Like, just try to come on now.
He scolded you, bro, in front of everyone.
like he was his kid.
Exactly.
Like, So yeah, I think
I lost all respect for him.
Yeah, I just think that's where Underdog was with it, and I'm not gonna say every one of these major platforms like a Barstool or any one of these types of networks or companies that can have these social media platforms and have all these podcasters on it. I'm not gonna say that they're not looking for the edginess, or they're not looking for ex-players or people who are in entertainment or whatever type of podcast they're doing, that they're not looking for a certain type of edginess to somebody on their platform, but they can kind of want to clear it up if they feel like they're doing too much or they feel it's not going to go anywhere. And I think pretty much that's what happened with Gil's Arena. They probably didn't know the direction they really wanted to go with them going forward, but then also you don't know what they got going on behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? So there's a whole mix of it.
Remember how ESPN did Paul Pierce because he wasn't squeaky clean.
When he went live,
he's not squeaky clean. You can't expect for these former players who already got money, who already, you know what I'm saying? These boys, hey, I might want to let my hair down once or twice. And of course, Paul Pierce from LA, and he act a fool. So. Working for ESPN, family company. Go ahead.
Right, right. And then then you got Shannon though. And I don't know Shannon's deals and all of that, but you had, he went live, trying to prove that he out here putting it down still. Remember he went live, going crazy. That was before he
With Michelle.
yeah, before he got sued by old girl, and the whole rumors. Because when he jumped out the car looking suspect, he felt like he had to prove his manhood. So he did that fake live, but he wasn't on I don't think he was on he left Skip him and Skip show before, when that happened. So that wouldn't have affected him.
Yeah,
but
Skip
if he was
got rid of him too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's I don't know. These networks or these businesses will use you, man, as long as they feel they need you, and then they'll throw you to the side.
Already.
Man, I think Skip must be some kind of handler, some kind of industry plan or something, because they trying to shove him down our throat. He obviously was not the star of the show when Shannon came, and he did that little stunt, and then, he take a little break for a little while, and then he come try to jump on the hottest train that he can, which is Gil's Arenas at the time, and Gil and them let him. That's why I didn't like it. But probably Gil didn't have no choice. Yeah, Gil probably didn't have no choice. But still, just trying to throw Skip in the mix with all of these guys, it just didn't make sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it made plenty of sense in the end. We see exactly what was going on. Just like Noam said, but Noam didn't want to see it. They let that white man in the door, and he pushed their asses out.
Oh, like Pat Bell found out. Pat Bell found out, didn't
he? Yeah, because obviously Stephen A, Skip, and Stephen A and Skip are on the top of all of this for sure. Shannon has carved his niche in there, but he ain't as high as Skip and Stephen A. Smith. You know what I'm saying? Shannon's made the money, but I don't think he's as high as those two when it comes to like the behind the scenes thing.
Industry connections. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I think they're a little bit more tied in than Shannon. And then obviously Shannon with all these lawsuits and all this other stuff, it kind of made him not as attractive to the big wigs, in my opinion. But
Shannon got his junk going though, you know what I'm saying? But we also got Brandon Jennings trying to play moderator, you know what I'm saying? That was a huge mistake that they made.
Evening. We got one of the biggest legends in sports media game. Sit next to me, Skip Bayless is in the building. Sitting next to him joining him is NBA World Champion of the World, Swaggy P, Nick Young.
Wait, where's Nick?
We don't know.
We don't know? He'll be here.
And the man.
Nick Young didn't even show up over there, boy.
Take your stuff on, feeling good?
Last hurrah. This is the last hurrah.
Yeah?
Figured I'd bring out the last little bit of props and
see
take a couple
the goof and shit, bro.
What do you say, the last hurrah?
What do you have?
He was trying to be funny, but then know that he was about to be his last hurrah too, though. You know what I'm saying?
What up, Angel 2 Solo? What up?
Yeah, see, because on this episode, they were gonna keep that when Josiah, was already gone. See Nick Young not there though, so the last hurrah, he didn't even know it's gonna be the last hurrah for him too. Trying to be funny.
Hey, that thing though, man. I guess he said he took it all.
Man, I think Rashad can take that shit and go further with it if he wanted to. But I think maybe him and Gil gotta understand that. I think Gil gonna come back, double back, and go get all them boys, man.
Nah, he got a personality though. I can't say. I mean, we may, you may think it's corny. We all may think it's corny, but there's people who may tune in for that nonsense. Like, that's how the internet works. It work off stuff like that, clout and doing too much. And I mean, how many internet personalities do we know right now that are on just because they do too much on the internet?
That personality alone ain't gonna get him no. That personality alone ain't gonna get him what the arena brought him, because they need Gil and them, like that whole group. They need each other though to be successful. Now Gil can get a whole nother cast, and I think his thing will go. But I would like to see him back with these guys. You know what I'm saying? And like Boss Man said, I hope him, Rashad, and Rashad and them, they can mean what they what happened and stuff though. But I think Nick Young, Kenyon, I think they for sure going with Gil.
Nick definitely going with Gil. Nick made the video on his social media, kind of like trolling, making fun of the situation, talking about, you know, Gil, all of that was just a joke. That never happened, you know. And him and Nick, I think they've been locked in. Them boys locked in. So I think it's already understood. Yeah, I hope.
True.
But whatever it is, all of them gonna still go forward. Whether it be Brandon and Rashad getting together and going that way, with Ken or whoever, who knows, you know. But they definitely gonna get some offers. They gonna get offers, bro. It's too much money out here. The internet is just.
I mean, because even
yeah.
moderator Brandon Jennings, he don't seem like well, he looked uncomfortable about just doing the moderator.
Goals in the process, yeah.
Breaking down all the big signings and moves. This episode is presented by Underdog. Underdog's available in most states, including Texas, California, and Florida. New customers get $50 in bonus entries when they play just $5. To get started, just use code ARENA when you sign up and it'll instantly load.
I can do that just naturally, though. You know what I'm saying? Brandon is not a moderator at all. They just kind of, I think that was probably just at the end of everything. They were trying to figure stuff out. But they could have easily brought somebody in to read, bro. You need somebody to set the plate for these guys. You can't put Brandon as a moderator. That's crazy. So dumb.
Yeah, that was
and that's why, to me, out of all of them, I mean, like I said, we don't gotta like McCants, but he got personality. Like that's what on YouTube, that's what you gotta have. On the internet, that's what you gotta have. Like you gotta have something like that. He's gonna need somebody else around him, but he don't need too many others. He just need one or two other people. He could probably do his one, two thing. You know what I'm saying? And because like you said, Brandon Jennings right there, flat. He flat. Like he ain't nobody gonna want to listen to that.
To T3 and D, my bad, no, but to T3 and D's point, he's saying that they tried to do that 5 days a week shit, and it kind of got stale because it was too much. He's saying all these YouTubers, sports shows make huge mistakes trying to be on air every day, like traditional broadcasting. What do you guys say about that, now?
I think it all depends on your audience. It all comes down to your audience. I mean, if your audience enjoys 5 days a week, if you can do it, go ahead. You know, not everybody needs to do it though, I guess, you know. Depending on who you are and depending on how the people view you, you may not need to be on all the time, you know. So I think it all comes down to who you are as a person and what type of audience you've drawn in. I think those are the two main things in my opinion.
Underdog don't know what the hell to do with these guys, just being honest. Underdog messed up.
Well, now he let him go.
Well, man, Socrates saying they did exactly what they wanted to do. They break up their whole objective was to break this little friendship up.
Look how quick when money got involved. Look how quick they divided. Remember, man, Gil started all this. If it wasn't for Gil, Rashad wouldn't have had a job. Not broadcasting. Not on the podcast. If it wasn't for Gil, nobody would have put Nick Young back in front of the camera beside reality TV. If it wasn't for Gil, Kenyon wouldn't have been on the show. None of them would have been there.
So Gil was easy. Gil was easy, and the other guys was NWA, basically.
Hey,
pretty much. Money got involved. I mean, they didn't want to stay on him no more.
Rashad was the Dr. Dre of the clique. As soon as that motherfucking money started talking, Rashad went to walking. The only difference is that ink hadn't dried on that contract. Known and void. You fired.
Then we got to remember too, this stuff happening fast, bro. This stuff happening like we watching this on. I saw 50,000 videos about Gil saying that he was gonna get the ownership back from the stuff, and these guys contract up in September or whatever. So it's like it's so much information out there. It's too much information out there. Motherfucker know your whole breakdown of your contract. Know when it's just everything public. Everything's so public.
Yep.
Internet shit. I mean, that's how people want to live these days, bro. They want to put everything out there.
Yep. Hey, we got that Nick Young video.
Big dog, Gilbert. You hiring still? Hey man, all that shit I said about you getting fired, man. It's water under the bridge. It never happened. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. I'm with you, baby. Hey, you still hiring, right? Cause ain't no jobs opportunity over here. They said, man, everybody gone. They fired the dog. You know the little dog Brandon used to bring? They told Brandon and that little dog to get up. McCants got fired with the whole underdog outfit on. I said, damn, they firing niggas as mascots? The niggas that be sucking, they fire niggas that be sucking.
Hey, and this right here
like this, man. Hey.
Is how I know Rashad ain't coming back no matter what, bro.
Nah, he ain't coming back.
I think they done with him, man.
And he said that on the show. They was on live. What Rashad was talking about? He was like, man, he was beating him underdog. They call it glazing nowadays. He was glazing underdog, and Nick Young was like, nigga, he's sucking up, man. He's sucking over there. You know.
I mean, this man had the whole suit on, shirt, hat, probably had on drawers and socks too. Underdog. Just like the man just said, he was a mascot.
Yeah. So they found the little dog that Brandon brought, the little Rockwater stuffed animal. They found him too. Get them all out of there.
All y'all ass gotta go.
What's up, Natasha Marie?
What it do?
But I don't blame Underdog, man. They ain't did nothing
Ownership
wrong.
is everything. Ownership is everything.
But that's why Gil was so smart about it.
Gil, I was just about to say that. Gil looks smart than a motherfucker, don't he?
Because
he gonna make a way back.
What was they gonna call it?
They gonna call it Gil Arenas.
No, I'm talking about what was Underdog gonna call their show.
They should have rebranded that shit. Ain't no way they should have kept that arena shit. They should have rebranded that shit. The man gone, bro. How y'all gonna even anywhere near his name? Like, come on with something. Be original. Come on with something. Shit.
They tried to just cut the Gil part off and just call it the arena, but then they changed the name on the YouTube to Underdog Arena. It's something like that.
Yeah, but, because think about it. When that man go put his shit out and say Gilbert Arena, he gonna go back to Gil's Arena, and then y'all got the arena. Y'all shit gonna look like y'all kind of, it's not gonna be right.
True. I mean, so hey, that's what happened.
Gil, shout out Gil, man.
Wish them all
young
luck.
black entrepreneur.
Wish them all luck, man.
Yeah, wish all those guys luck.
Got on down. So I'm telling y'all right here and right now on the Game Changers, if y'all try to bring a white boy in, we gonna have a problem.
That's what we need to blow up. Is that what we need to blow? We gotta bring us.
Hey, Jay already did that. Boss man Jay already did that.
No, what happened? You remember what happened, man? Socrates. We had our white boy. We had a white boy, but all this stuff started happening in the news. That man went ghost on us so hard. Man. I guess he thought we wanted to talk about that.
Shout out to him though, man. Hey, everybody got their own beliefs. We don't care about your beliefs over here.
I know. That man went ghost on us.
And we're gonna have ours.
Exactly.
It might be a little bit stronger than yours, but you gonna have yours too.
Yeah, it's crazy though. But Underdog, again, showing that these corporations don't love you. You don't think that you are Rashad. This is a great lesson also. Don't think that you above, reproach. Don't think that they won't get rid of your ass.
But let me
look how fast.
But let me ask y'all this. Like, do you think if Gil offered him a job, he would take it?
Yeah, I think
yeah, after what he did.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, I think so. And I'm hoping they got that understanding already. It's gonna look real cool to me if these guys stick together through this. Come on now, if we see them on the other side with Gil on another channel, and they they come back and they were like, oh yeah, it was all just just business, and we were just kind of playing to the media. Right. I'll be happy. I'll be happy.
Nick Young would not let that down. Oh, I guess because Underdog didn't want you come on back over here, huh? Just come on back over here begging like a little puppy, like a little sick puppy. Gil feel bad for giving you a job. You're gonna have to hear that. You're gonna have to hear it.
You're gonna have to hear that. That's true. You're gonna have to hear that.
Big dog. Give up. You hiring still? Hey man, all that shit I said about you getting fired, man. It's water under the bridge. It never happened. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. I'm with you, baby. Hey, you still hiring, right? Cause ain't no jobs opportunity over here. They said, man, everybody knows.
You know, Nick coaches in the Big Three.
Yep. For the LA team, that shit. I mean, that John funny, boy. These boys crazy. Nick Young though. So
Nick always trolling.
Who most responsible for this breakup? Who the responsible one?
Skip.
You gonna say Skip?
I ain't gonna. Hey, listen, I ain't gonna blame. I can't blame Skip for this. I blame the owner of Underdog for flashing that big ass check in Rashad's face.
Oh, Dave Portnoy.
Rashad, he didn't get paid. I don't think they flashed him money like that for him to do what he did.
For him,
they probably told him he was about to be the lead. It was going to be his fault.
But more money had to be involved, bro. Trust me. Nah. You think just because they said, all right, man, well, Gil's gone, you're gonna be the lead of the show, and he just was like,
we're gonna pay you the same. We're gonna pay you the same.
The same money that we was already giving you.
Because there was other episodes where he was like, let's say like before Gil got off the show, you know what I'm saying? It was times where he wasn't on the show, so Rashad would be talking smack like, oh, he ain't here today for me to talk my smack to him. You know what I'm saying? That that's just a show going on. So I don't think Underdog went to McCants and try to offer him more money to lead the show or whatever. I just think that was just him just trying to take it all in, you know, so just take it all in or whatever. So I don't think Underdog had nothing to do with him doing all that. He was just sucking up.
Nah, he a nigga, bro. Money was wrong. Trust me. One thing I know about us, what we ain't gonna do.
Fire you then, but why would they offer you then fire you?
Let me talk.
They looked at the numbers.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying though. This was their way of dividing them. Let's make them choose sides. Let's show Gil that he don't got all the power that he think he has. He thinks that he gonna take the name and everybody with him. No. What we're gonna do is let's offer Rashad this. He gonna take it, and that's exactly what happened.
Divide and conquer, basically.
And as soon as it was settled, and everybody had chose sides already, you know what? We changed our mind. We're gonna scrap the whole thing. Everybody fired.
But if you just sign me to a contract like that, don't I get some? I know there's some kind of settlement in that. There's got to be some kind of, severance pay or something. Because
it was a contract. I think it was just an offer of telling him what he was gonna be getting. Because his contract wasn't up until September, so he can't sign anything until September. So I think they just told him what he was gonna be potentially making.
I just think Underdog, once they legal situation with Gil went on and stuff like that was selling the bid, and Underdog probably looked at it like, okay, then we get rid of Gil, we still can keep the same numbers with the guys we got, along with adding the football show and things like that, try to build a network like that. But I think Underdog snake Gil, you know what I'm saying? With this
T3 and D, did Underdog snake Gil? Let's ask that question in the chat. Drop it in the chat. Did Underdog snake Gil?
But they couldn't know. His contract was up.
No, they went through the legal situation about the name. That's why, you know what I'm saying? Because Underdog, they were buying the YouTube channel. Because Gil talked about this. He was selling them the YouTube channel, but he wasn't selling them the name. And then he also mentioned that when they added the football show, that took down their show. Well, because they were doing 5 days a week. Then I think it took it down to
they were 3 days a week. They were 3 days a week or something, or 4 days a week, and they went down to 2. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So they took it down to 2 days a week, and they the ones who built the platform. Really though, you know what I'm saying, with the underdog, you know what I'm saying. But it was everything was really based off Gil and his crew, which was the guys that's on the couch and all the other people that's coming through. And I think those were all of Gil's friends. I think that was Gil work, other than underdog bringing in this person, that person, that person. All that stuff was off of Gil back. You know what I mean? So I think underdog snaked Gil by trying to buy the whole thing and then just out him out and then try to keep it rolling. But I mean, I could be wrong too, though.
So Nick, so with Gil already making his intention known that he about to, you know what I'm saying, kind of basically let the contract run out and then go do his own thing. Underdog obviously having to fill that hole. You saying that they just said, well, instead of filling that hole, we'll just cut this whole show, as opposed to bringing some other personality in? Because what Gil about to do? He about to go find some other personalities, right? And there are plenty out there. My boy mentioned a couple of the podcasts of former hoopers. Everybody got a podcast these days. It would be easy for them to just bring somebody else in, right? Pat Bev was out there. With that, you know?
Not with this crew here, because like I said, I think this crew was they all came in together. I think, like I said, all these guys are pretty much friends. You know what I'm saying? I don't think
all along with Gil's boys.
All of them together. I think they came with Gil by him knowing them, you know what I'm saying, because they all played ball, you know what I'm saying? And then he got Josiah off the street. He brought Josiah in. You know, underdog didn't bring that kid in. So everything Gil had brought it together. He brought everything together.
Also, T3 and D saying that Gil's Arena had a good run, but it's over. Is that what we thinking right now? Is it truly over? And we talking about the new show, whatever Gil finna do. Because Gil, he said on his interview or on his stream, you know, he got the No Chill Gil YouTube channel. So he got the two things going at the same time. And then somebody else mentioned in the comments where his son is a great hooper, his daughter is, you know, volleyball player or something. So Gil got a lot going on, a lot of money to be made. Are we saying that Gil's Arena run is over?
Nah, it's not over. Cause majority of the fans came there for Gil. You know what I'm saying? That whole crew, they ain't come there for underdog, or you know what I'm saying, they came there for the personalities. You know what I'm saying? They came there for the Nick Young's funny stuff. Kenyon get mad. They came there for all of that. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely think he's gonna rebuild this, you know, and push on. He got his main man Josiah. That's like, hey, you got that moderator. Josiah know how to moderate, and of course they're gonna be yelling and talking over everything, but you like that. It's raw, uncut.
Josiah was a good moderator. He really was.
Yeah.
Because he wouldn't even talk too much when they was getting in their argument and stuff. Josiah kind of would, like, you know, he'll put his little here and there ends, but he's a little funny comic relief, like you said. He'll just say the little funny shit and kind of keep it light. But nah, man, bring Skip in, bro. I'm still blaming Skip, bro. But nah, I don't think the run over. I'm with you too, nigga. I don't believe the run is over, man. It's too much personality. And then the internet, bro. They waiting on Gil to figure out what Gil going, just like they waiting on LeBron right now, bro. I'm telling you, the decision. Gil, hey, we waiting on Gil to figure out where we going.
Waiting on to see what LeBron gonna go next.
Anyway.
We're waiting to see what LeBron going next.
LeBron is going to the Warriors.
I don't know, man. I think all signs pointing back to the East. Might be going home.
You don't want to come over here. There's going to be problems in that East.
Might be going home.
That's the easy route.
It's a problem over there. Shit. That one team was a problem.
But go ahead, man. Sorry to end that.
Hey, man, we appreciate everybody in the comments. Don't y'all forget to like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Choose life.
Peace.
Peace.